Hello, everyone, and welcome back to This Is Real Life. I'm your host, Sheri, and on today's DIY Wednesday video, we are finishing this catio. We're going to outfit the inside with ramps and levels and a bench. I actually found some pallets free. One was from my work, and I think one was from Editor John's work. And so I have trimmed them up and put them inside. So plans. We need a bench. We need ramps. We need levels, fun stuff. We need a whole bunch of crap. So let's get started. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, I have some pallets here. I've already trimmed them down and placed them. I'm going to make a little L bench seat. I actually have some extra foam in my garage so that I can put a pad on this. I just need to find some fabric to do that. But first, we need to measure the legs so I can get these bench height, which is going to match with this level here. And I'm just going to use the parts of the pallet that I cut off with maybe some scrap 2x4s if needed to make the legs. So I'm going to take measurements. I'm going to go cut. We're just going to do a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to try not to spend any more money. So I have a bunch of leftover 2x4s. I have some scrap wood on the side of the house. The goal here this Wednesday is to spend little to no money on the fun stuff that we're putting into this catio. So I better get to work. Okay, I just finished putting in the pallet benches, and look who came by to help, Davis. So maybe I can get this catio knocked out like super fast. We'll see. So the benches were a pain in my ass. The ground here goes like this in all directions because there's a drain right here. So to level these benches, it was a pain in my ass. It's slightly not level. It's a little bit lower here in the front, but it's fine. I also installed a fence board right under my window so that they can come out and they'll have a wider area to step onto. And now I was toying with like putting a ramp somehow. I have 2 pieces of board and I don't know. Okay, so my first order of business was to try to reinforce this little platform here. And I wanted to put 2, this is where your smart brain comes in handy. I cut 2 pieces at 45, just guesstimating, because I wanted to put it here to support this, because not that the cats are heavy and fat, but I only have it screwed to the 2x4 here. So there's like this much overhang. And so I was trying to do supports. I'm not a very good angle cutter and I don't know how to figure it out. I cut 2, but clearly I need a whole nother board to hold that up.
You could just do this, then it's a triangle, and then it just slots right here.
Davis is smarter than I am, so.
It's just going to be flat like this against the pillar.
Okay, so where do I cut?
So you already did the kind of hard part of getting a nice 45.
Oh, my chop saw does that on its own. So we just cut straight down like that. And then when we cut it, we'd flip it and it'd tie in there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go test that theory out. Okay, we cut 2 triangles. Oh, so good. Davis, you're so good. Now we have to figure out how to screw these in. I think we'll do like 1 and then maybe from the top and 1 here.
Yeah.
Okay, so our pie wedges worked. Very sturdy. So like picture it, you're Carl. You come out of this window here. You step onto this platform. My thought process was Carl would walk this way. And then I had this other board and I was contemplating like putting it around here. So like if Carl walked like this, then he could go boom. And I want to do like pieces of wood as like ladder rungs. Yeah. But do you think this is too steep?
Oh, yeah.
Like getting up would be not a problem, but would getting down be too steep? Oh, like put a little platform or a piece of wood or something?
And then it would line up with this. You could put a thing under that. So.
You're true. That's true.
I am true.
He's very true.
If you want, that's just a thought.
Yeah, but then what do I put right there?
Nothing?
Well, I don't want him to jump from, I know.
They're cats.
What if it was like almost like a V? They could go like up and we could do like a platform in that corner. We're just doing it on the fly here. I have a loose plan, because I've just been Google imaging other people's catios. They usually always have a platform for them to come out and then a ramp leading them down to the ground. But then I also, because you guys know I've been talking about this since I started this, I want to build in the corners, maybe this corner here and this corner here, a platform with like a bigger like triangle wedge to where like Carl and Joe can sit up in the corner and look down on their minions. Cats like to be up high. Then I saw this really cute thing, which could be a lot of work, but I don't think so. They took pieces of board about like this, roped them so like it was straight, but then it was like a bridge. Yeah, it was cute. Then I want to do probably maybe in this corner, since this is a bare corner here, a pole, like picture a spiral staircase, but not technically a spiral, like a platform, a gap, a platform, a gap, a platform. So they could go jump, 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 jump up to the top there. I also saw some fun stuff where there were like hammocks and hooking a carabiner and a big triangle piece of fabric so that they can lay in like a hammock. Don't you think that'd be cute? I think it'd be cute.
Yeah.
Well, I want to bring the fountain that's by the front door.
This one?
Yeah, to bring a water element. And then I also looked up some cat-friendly plants and maybe doing like a planter box of like cat grass or something.
Catnip.
Wouldn't that be fun? That's what I was kind of thinking.
Okay.
All we have right now permanent is this bench and this board. I mean, technically, I could put a pad on this bench and say, you jump from here to there, and that's it. But I want to make it more fun and interactive. Oh, I also wanted to get a bunch of rope, do a really thick, like braided rope or something to hang so they could rope climb.
Like how Bob used to climb the screen.
Yeah, I think it'll be cute. So Davis and I will talk about plans and then we'll fill you in. Okay, so we have a little bit of a plan. Davis just went to go get some scrap wood. We're gonna use that bound board for a whole platform across this way. Then off of that, we're gonna take that fence board and make a ramp coming down this way because the slope will be a little less. And then we're gonna make a ramp going up that way to a look down on your minions platform. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so here's what Davis and I have been working on. We cut a platform, we cut a ramp, we cut a little hole. Davis had the cutest idea of jigsawing out cat ears at our little hole, so it's a cat face.
We're gonna put one little triangle support wedge here, one on the bottom there, and then one there, and then that will be fully supported.
Yay! Yeah, we got all this corner, and we have plans for the other ramp. I don't know. Are we too tired to keep going? Well, maybe we could get this supported. Do you think that would take long?
No.
Okay. We're going to get all of this supported, and maybe I have to cut out the cat ears before we put the ramp in. So there you have it, and there it is. Okay, Davis and I got super fed up with trying to figure out the angles to add supports, like here and here and here and everywhere. So we called it. Davis took off and went home. But before I cleaned up, I wanted to show you how cute the little cat hole turned out. You guys are going to die. Okay, look. How cute is that? So they can walk across here. If they want to, they can climb through here and then they can sit here. Or they could go boom. I'm going to put a little ladder rung here. Boom. And then they'd be able to sit up there. But tell me, that is not cute. And I will be adding more of these little cat holes everywhere. But that's a job for tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next morning. It's early. I figured I better get an early start on the day. The sun is shining and I'm just sitting inside my catio contemplating life and what I've gotten myself into. Yeah, no help from Davis today. So I've got to knock this stuff out all by myself. But I'm up for the task. I think I can do it. I need to brace all of the stuff that Davis and I worked on yesterday. I need to do the ramp. I need to do some more like up high. I'm not using my vertical space that well right now. So I definitely want to put more stuff up high for Carl to like do all of his parkour and stuff on. I think I need to do a lot of wood prep because I do have a lot of leftover 2x4s from what I purchased to actually build the frame. But I'm thinking to make my wood stretch further that I'm gonna have to get out my table saw and I wanna rip all of the 2x4s in half because pretty much all of the shelves in here are like 1 inch, maybe half, 3/4 of an inch. So I wanna keep that consistent on the inside. So as much as I don't want to do it, I'm gonna rip some of my leftover 2x4s. So I think I'll go in the garage and do all of my wood prep, come out here and measure and maybe just like, okay, first I'm gonna do the ramp. So what do I need to complete the ramp? Get that knocked out. I want to put something big across here. I want to do that bridge. I have major plans. But now that I'm in here looking at it, I'm like, it's getting tighter and tighter in this space every time I add something new. I did put the bench in here. It will have a cushion on it so that the cats can lay here, but then it's also for me to come out here and maybe hang out with them for a little while. So as much as I don't want to go in the garage and prep a bunch of wood, I think that's what I actually have to go do right now. So wood prep, yay. Oh my Lord, love a duck. Remember I was like, it's early, the sun's out, it's a beautiful day. I have spent all morning cutting and finding angles. I wish I was smart and I knew how to A, find an angle, and then B, cut that angle. I swear, what time was it? I've been out here for 4 hours going back and forth from the garage. Is this the right angle? Is this the right angle? It's like, is this your card? Is this your card? Because every time I'd cut an angle, I'd come back and it would not fit. I was able to find all of the angles for the cat ramp and the platform, and I cobbled that together. I'm hoping everything looks a lot more unified once I stain everything in here. And now I'm trying to work on the ramp that goes from the window down, and finding that angle was like the worst ever. So I Tim Gunned it. And again, I'm hoping that stain just brings the whole thing together because I'll show you what it looks like. So here's my cobbled together ramp situation. Now, all of these angle cuts I did not make today. Those were offcuts from, when I built the frame. So I was like, maybe one of these offcuts will work. None of them worked. So I've got the ramp super stable with that little pie wedge, and that is screwed to the base as well as to the ramp. I've added stability up in here, and I had to add another thing right there. I know right now it's not looking awesome, but again, fingers crossed, stain will make it all come together. And now that brings me to this monstrosity. So this is where the ramp is going to come down. So finding the correct angle so the ramp wasn't too steep or too straight was insane. And I finally found the right angle. This is the right angle. But when I went to screw just this piece into here, I split it. So doesn't look great, but my Tim Gunn situation was I screwed a little shelf here. So these are here. And now I can put the ramp on here and screw down into here and into here. And hopefully that will all work. But yeah, 4 hours. This is what I have to show for it. It's not a lot. But now that that is finally figured out, I'm thinking I'm gonna get some wood glue and I'm gonna wood glue that whole shelf ramp situation together while I take my actual ramp board and put my little ladder rungs on it. And then I gotta build the bottom step down for that ramp. So yeah, I need to get my hustle on. I'm gonna be excited now that I found that angle, and hopefully I don't need to cut a lot more angles that I can't figure out without like testing about 100 fits, but I am making it work, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter that I couldn't find the angle properly, that I didn't know how to actually cut the angle with my chop saw. None of that matters because I figured it out. It might not be the right way, but the outcome is the same. So I'm proud of myself there, but I was really in give up mode quite a few times trying to find all those angles. So the moral of the story is don't give up. You can figure it out. It took 4 hours, but I figured it out. Okay, so it's a new weekend. Thankfully, it is lovely outside right now. I don't need like 2 or 3 sweatshirts on to stay warm while I'm building. Installed the really cool cat door in my screen. In case you missed that short from Friday, I got that taken care of, so that's good. I had a plan that I was gonna do L bench and do like a padded seat L-wise, but now I've changed my mind and I wanna make that part of the L like a tabletop, a flat tabletop, because I want to bring in the fountain that I have out front. I want somewhere to set that in here, so there's like fun running water in here. So I need to make a tabletop for that. I have nothing up high minus that perch over there. I need to do more of that. Basically, I need to do a lot. So no more talking. I need to get into it right now. Okay, so I put my tabletop in and I built a minion platform up here. However, I don't know how they're gonna get there yet. So I have to figure that out. I'm thinking maybe a ramp here, but then maybe I wanna do like a hole here with like, picture like a spiral staircase so that they could go jump, 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 jump up to here. Maybe, I don't know. There's no plan anymore. I'm just looking like, maybe there's a platform that should go here. Maybe there should be a bridge right here. And then I'm just building it. So I'm just kind of winging it. There's no way for them to get up here yet. So I have to figure that out. I also want to do like a rope bridge kind of. But remember when I was like, oh, I need to go rip a bunch of boards and prep wood. Well, I didn't do that. So now I'm down to the nitty gritty of my wood and I'm going to be in the garage ripping an ass ton of boards. So yep, that's what I'm going to go do. Okay, guys, it is the next morning. I had to stop yesterday because I ran out of shorter screws. All I have are my long screws, and I tried using them, but they were like poking through wood, and I couldn't have that happen. So I woke up this morning, laid around on the couch for a while. Then I went to the store, and I picked up some more shorter screws. But I did also build another really cute shelf. It's just resting here because I had no screws. So my plan is this will be here and then they can like jump down through the hole onto the padded bench or come up through the hole from the padded bench. I think it's Darling and I wanted more little cat holes in here. So I need to get that all screwed in. Then I need to address some height stuff on the front wall here. And I want to build a bridge, you know, love. It can build a bridge, but I'm hoping that I can also build a bridge with just my saw and some rope, hopefully. I got a lot of stuff that I want to get done today. I want to get everything built and done so I can stain it into one uniform color. So it's nice out. Should be a good working day. Everybody, fingers crossed. Okay, so I feel like I am in a really good position to be in the home stretch. I just prepped a bunch of shelves and I added another cat hole in one of them. I love that idea. So I added another cat hole. I have a bunch of shelves prepped. I made another ramp and then I think I'm gonna be able to rig the rope bridge. Then I can stain everything for Pete's sakes. So I'm feeling, and one of my neighbors just came by and they've been dying to see the Catio and I'm like, well, if I don't finish it next weekend, then whatever's done is done because I've been working on this. This is the 3rd or 4th weekend already. So yeah, I feel good about being in the home stretch. I'm gonna install these shelves. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna stain everything. That's gonna be great. And then we can accessorize, which is gonna be the most fun. Okay, I did it. I think I am finally done with the build out. And look, there's a bridge right here. So now all I have to do is stain everything. Yay me. Okay, guys, it is the next day. I was staining until it got dark to where I know for certain I missed some spots, and I just came out here right now. I was trying to stain with such fury to hurry up and get it done. I definitely splattered stain on my house, but it's fine. It is what it is. Maybe I can power wash it. I don't know. But before I busted out the stain, I did carry both Joe and Carl out here, to just get a read on their vibes to see if they would like it at all. Surprisingly, Joe was much less timid. My freaking parkour kitten of the century was so timid out here. He wanted to go back in the house like ASAP. So I'm hoping he gets used to it. Because I'll tell you right now, I did not spend 4 weeks and about $600 so far on this Catio if our little friend Carl is not going to come out here and use it. So everybody, I need you to send good vibes to Carl saying, the Catio is wonderful. You love it. You should go out there all the time. Just send those good vibes Carl's way. It will make me feel a lot better. So all that said, I probably still have another weekend left to go on the build out of this Catio. As far as I'm concerned right now, I've got all of the interior levels, things for them to sit on, the platforms to look down on their minions. I think the build out of the interior is done. Now all I need to do is put in some fun stuff, hammocks, toys, things like that, which I will do next DIY Wednesday video. But for now, let me show you the final reveal of the inside. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I did not stain that because I was fearing I was going to run out of stain. That's going to get a cushion on it anyways, but if I do have leftover stain, I will stain it. I'm also contemplating not staining the bridge because, like a dum-dum, I put it together before I actually stained it, and I don't want to have to try to mess with staining around the rope. So this might stay natural, and it's proof that it's a high quality bridge. So I might leave this natural as well as this and this natural. I also left the top of this ramp natural, but stained the underneath only because when I was trying to stain this shelf right here, I got stain on it. So I stained the underneath. Here's the stain I got on my house that drips all the way down. But this needed to be cleaned anyways. The previous owner had one of those like hose where you wrap your hose around it. And this is gross and disgusting and dirty. So I'm gonna clean that and maybe that as well. We have our screen, window, platform. They can choose to go up, 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 across, and up to the high minion platform. Then they can come down this bridge across to here. They can look up and go through that cat hole to come up to the top of here, to get up to there, to come down here, to go through this cat hole if they wanted to come this way, to jump down here, to go through this cat hole, to jump onto the padded bench. Then they can also come around this way, go down this ramp if they wanted to, down the little steps. I'm working on a little shelf here. This right here is a really thick cardboard tube, like probably that thick. So I covered one in rope as a scratching post. I ran out of rope, so I had to buy some more so I can cover that one. But yeah, for the most part, interior build out is done, and I could not be more pleased. I was super hoping to get it done by this Wednesday's video, but clearly it's not. And that's okay, because I really want it to be cool. I want it to be like this super cool playground for the cats. And I don't know, the more and more I was putting a shelf here and doing this there, the more and more I want it. As soon as I made that bridge, I was like, where can I put another bridge? But I stopped. So now we can accessorize the interior and then really see how Joe and Carl like it. So with all that said, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell so that you are alerted to all of the DIY Wednesday videos I push out, which is every other Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. And as always, thanks for hanging out.